look like a good time. I've said for the longest while that there seems to be a lack of dinosaur films in the entertainment industry. And when I say dinosaur films, I mean those on par with Jurassic Park, Deep Blue Sea, and etc. You'd think with the amount of shark movies that they have, that you would have equally exciting blockbusters about dinosaurs. But it's like people were afraid to push the envelope with it, even when there weren't any Jurassic Park movies. Instead, what we became flooded with were movies about dinosaurs like these.
It's not too late. Don't do this. But praying right now will never save. You're lying!
If you really want a good time, check out my commentary and review on Velocipaster. Oh dear God. I think it is the worst. Honestly, words can't even describe what the hell that I was watching. It makes me mad thinking about it. It really freaking does. At the time of this video, I didn't know that 65 was gonna be about, but all I was interested in was the dinosaurs. It generally had this Turok type of vibe, and I wasn't sure how I felt about human survivors in a world where dinosaurs were trying to eat them and they were given high-tech weapons to use.
Whole family.
Ready? Run!
I can only imagine this succeeding if the armament was necessary because killing dinosaurs was so difficult. Like, if they were not ordinary dinosaurs. The cinematic style is beautiful. The design for the dinosaur is beautiful. And I love how they only give you enough to see the action and you still end up not really knowing fully what's going on because they don't show you absolutely everything. But what I was most excited about was to see that Sam Raimi was also involved with this movie. Sam Raimi does horror very well, and horror and dinosaur elements go hand in hand. And we seriously don't have enough of that unless it's stuff being put up by a silent to help launder money or something. So the plot seems to center around a man that looks like a caveman remix version of Keanu Reeves, and a young girl that looks like Maisie from Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. This Darth Vader looking dude realizes that this planet that he crashed on has a secret, but it's about to rear its very large and toothy head. It's a very interesting concept because apparently humans were not a thing on this planet, which seems to be Earth about 65 million years ago. And this guy landing on Earth is probably the thing that ends up making it extinct, which begs the question. So that young girl who's clearly a child who is with him, and they're the only two people.
You know what I mean?
Weird. The trailer did a good job of not giving anything else away because we don't know if there are any other hominids there. For all we know, it could be a Planet of the Apes kind of situation. This guy and the girl end up, I don't know, each going their separate ways with some other different type of animal replacing their DNA in the water or something. Because from what I know, there were no hominids back then. At least nothing that looked like the way we do now. The dude sees some skeletons of some really large creatures. The Earth lets out a mega nut. And we are basically given via the font the basis for the plot, which is that humans are the ones who apparently discovered Earth, and we came from a previous planet or something of the sort. Battlestar Galactica much? I'm not certain if the girl was already on this planet or not because it seems as though she doesn't speak his language, and that could just mean that she comes from a separate region and she was a stowaway or she was cargo for all we know. It's definitely gonna be an interesting premise, maybe with some comedic elements. My main thing though, and of course it's a gripe that I have, it's the fact that there's a kid in this. If you've seen my other reviews on Jurassic Park, as much as I love the movies, specifically the earlier trilogy, I absolutely despise kids in Jurassic Park movies. It's a freaking never-ending trope with the plot armor being so heavy that if it were something that could be manifested, it would actually smash the kids into a pool of viscera under all its weight. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of situations where this girl should have died, and I just hope they do a better job at making it feel real, rather than it being super obvious, as it was in the Jurassic World trilogy. At least in Jurassic Park 1, and Jurassic Park 2, The Lost World. They did a good job of showing the kids getting hurt, or at least implying that they did. Timmy got electrocuted. Lex actually looks as though she's legitimately scared, and there were some really close calls that made me believe that she was actually in danger. And the way that they also filmed it with the angles made it feel as though there were stakes involved, regardless of her being a kid. In Jurassic Park 2, the little girl almost gets killed by a pack of Compsognathus. Her screams are heard off screen, and it can easily be implied that when her parents actually find her, that she died. Newsflash, Newsflash, she didn't, because it's Jurassic Park. This is very fitting and very tame compared to what the original scene was in the Michael Crichton books, and oh boy, that was so much better. And there are several videos available on the internet where you can see it illustrated or animated. This specific one was done by Jurassic Allosaurus. That being said, the movies did a good job standing on their own. But if you ever want to have a more visceral experience, read the books for Jurassic Park. And that's not me saying that you have to read the books to understand the movies. I'm just saying that you get a less PG-13 rating with the books. There's also one scene where it looks as though the girl is not really reacting to what's there, and I don't know if it's some sort of hologram, but when you break down the scene, she's obviously lacking in the reflexes department, because, I don't know, something lunges at me and I'm instantly getting kicked back, like no questions asked. It instantly comes closer, my head is going to shoot back, and I'm going to probably impale myself on the rock behind me. Obviously, the main pull of this movie is going to be the version of Keanu Reeves with the XL facial features, and I like him already. So far, it seems the girl is there for her scream. I really do hope this sets the precedent, because there are many movies and documentaries that have come out that obviously show Jurassic Park is not the big dog any longer when it comes to special effects with dinosaurs. And Prehistoric Planet was proof of that. Thanks so much for watching. This has been Ultiori. You ask, we answer.